channel. Today we are starting a vlog. I was gonna show you guys a couple of clips. These glasses are like barely staying on my face. Look how wide this angle is. Like, it's bigger than my head. No wonder it's not staying. But we went out the other day, or I hung out with Will and Faye, or I hung out with Faye really, and we did like a paint and sip, and I'll have pictures on the screen. We did a little paint and sip. We had daiquiris. They were really good, mango strawberry daiquiris, and then we painted, and then after that Cameron got off work, Will got off work, and we all went to Mojitos, and we went out for dinner together. It was really fun, and we ate a lot of yummy food. The food was bussin'. Like, I haven't been to Mojitos in a long time, and last time we went, I was like remembering the food being really good, especially the appetizers. Like, the prices are really good, the drinks are really good, all around a great time. But this was a new location for us, so yeah, I'll insert a couple of clips right here of us like at the restaurant. But yeah, so anyways, I don't know why I actually pause in real life, because I'm just gonna clip it. But anyways, so yeah, anyways, now we are on our way to the movies. We're gonna movie hop today. Actually, my thing just came down. Look, babe, movie date. So we are on our way. My phone just gave me a notification reminding me that we have a movie date today. But Cameron wanted to go do some movie hopping today, so that's what we're doing. I wanted to see King of Kings. It's a Angel Studios Christian movie. If you guys have seen, you might have, I mean, maybe it's just my algorithm, but like, I got so many advertisements for this movie, like on Instagram, on like when I was watching YouTube videos, like every single advertisement like was showing me this movie. And it's basically like, I've never seen Passions of the Christ, or is that what it's called? Passions of the Christ, or Passions of, okay, something like that. I've never seen that, I don't think, or maybe I've seen bits and pieces of it, but like, I think this is like a cartoon version, like something that's supposed to be a little bit more like palatable for children. Like, somebody was like, oh, children got this nowadays. When I was growing up, I had to see the Passions of the Christ. And anyways, it looked like a cute movie. Like, it looked really good, and I was like, I kind of want to see it. And I kind of wanted to see it like around Easter time. Like, the vibes kind of like, you know, it was more like in the vibes at that time, but I still want to see it. And so anyways, we're going to see that. I think also it's like they're about to stop maybe showing it this week, because Easter was last weekend, I believe, or weekend before last. So anyways, yeah, we're going to see that first, and then second, we're gonna see Sinners. How, you know, ironic. But we're going to see that. And I don't typically like scary movies, but we've gotten a lot of feedback from different people, like me and my dad. Like, my dad, he doesn't like scary like stuff either, and we were talking to my aunt and uncle about it, and they were saying that it wasn't that bad, and that it was more like thriller vibe rather than horror. So hopefully it's not that bad. And also, Cameron said that he talked about it with some of his coworkers, and they were saying that it wasn't horrible, right?
So. Yeah, they said it wasn't scary. It was just like, because they don't like scary movies either.
Yeah, so I guess a lot of people who don't like scary stuff.
She said her mom took her, and I was like, hello, because her mom like loves scary movies.
Oh.
But she went with her because it was, you know, her mom. She was paying for the ticket and stuff.
Yeah.
And she hadn't heard anything about the movie. And she was like, wait, is this going to be scary? And I was like, probably.
Wow.
But she said that it wasn't bad when she was watching it. She actually really liked it.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's literally me. Every time his family, like, because they, you know, they watch scary stuff sometimes, and, like, I'll go to his house and they'll be like, all right, you guys, today we're going to be watching, like, I don't know, super murder killing spree. And I'll be like, y'all, like, why y'all pick the one day I come over to y'all's house to visit and this is the movie y'all choose? Like, so, yeah, I feel like I'm normally the one that's like, they'd be like, wow, Desiree, how are you scared? It's not even that scary. But all the people, like, a good amount of people that I know that say that they don't like scary movies have said, and, like, other people that we know have said that it wasn't scary. It was just, like, thriller vibe, and that it was, like, kind of like a really good plot line. They said that Michael B. Jordan did a really excellent job at his role, like, because he plays a twin, and so he has to play both parts, and so they were saying that he did a really good job. So I was interested to see that, and, like, based on the commercial, it seemed interesting. Plus I like olden days type stuff, and it seems like it's set in, like, a different time period and all that type of stuff. So, like, there's a lot of things about it. What? It does seem like it's set in a different time period.
Yeah, but the way you said it sounded like you said it with the accent.
Oh.
The twang in your voice.
But yeah, so anyways, that's what we're going to see today. I'm excited to see both movies. I'm a little bit nervous because, I mean, yeah, everyone said it wasn't scary, but, like, I still am like, all right. But I've learned my lesson in that when Cameron and I have gone, we went to a movie last year. I don't think it was called Don't Blink. I think it was horrible. Well, for me, that movie was horrible. Well, no, okay, I'll say this: it was, you know, it was okay. Like, the writing and, you know, good job to, like, the cinematography and the writing was good and all of that. Okay. But besides that, it was horrible. Like, that movie gave me nightmares for months, and, like, I don't even like to talk about it, to be honest, because it's still, like, I hated it. Like, it was horrible. And, like, Cameron didn't know it was scary. Like, he thought it was gonna be, like, I guess not, like murder mystery vibe, which it was kind of, but, like,
I thought it was gonna be like Knives Out.
Like Knives Out, yeah. So, like, I guess.
And that's not even a scary movie. It's just like Clue.
Yeah, and we saw Clue. Clue was good, like, cute, like, murder mystery vibe. But, like, no, that was on some freaky, like, weird stuff. Like, whoever wrote that is like, what? Like, I don't know. Anyways, that movie was horrible, and so the whole time I was, like, kind of closing my eyes, but then also, like, I kind of wanted to know what was gonna happen next. But then, like, at one point it was like, I don't even care anymore. Like, I'm waiting for the movie to be over. Like, I feel so anxious, and I was, like, telling Cameron, like, I should have just left the theater. Like, I didn't even want to finish the movie. And he was like, you should have just left. But I was like, then I felt bad. Like, I mean, like, you took me to the movies thinking, like, oh, we're gonna have a cute date, and I'm just like, I'm leaving. Like, I don't want to finish watching it. I'll wait outside, you finish. Like, I felt bad, so I just stayed. But I've learned my lesson in that if there's something I don't want to watch, I will be leaving. I will be exiting stage left. So if that happens today and I'm like, this is too scary, I hate this, I don't enjoy this experience, I don't feel guilty. I will leave, and the money will be wasted, and that's okay. But I'm not gonna force myself to stay if I feel uncomfortable. So, because it was not worth the freaking months of bad dreams after. So, anyways, that's what's happening. But, you know, I don't feel that that's gonna happen. We have a lot of people vouching for it. A lot of people who don't like horror that like the movie. So I have good expectations, a little bit of nervousness. But anyways, I'm gonna take you guys along the rest of our day and update you guys again later. Excuse me.
Are you king of the Jews? You've said so.
I find no guilt in him. Let's move on. Take him away and take care of him by the
Can't see
letter
this
of the
at all.
law.
We finished the first movie and we just got done eating, so we're about to watch the next movie now, Sinners, and I'm excited, nervous, but yeah, waiting for Cameron to use the bathroom and then we're gonna go in. We finished our meal.
Oh, this
Thumbnail. But yes, we had our meal. It was really good, filling,
delicious.
very full. My drink was really good. It was like a spicy pineapple coconut situation, pretty good. Cameron tried a michelada for the first time. It was it was tomato. I thought it was gonna be fruit, like mango or peach or strawberry.
Tomato was the fruit.
I thought it was gonna be a normal fruit flavor.
Tomatoes aren't normal fruits.
Tomatoes are not normal
I think
fruits.
they will be offended.
Well, anyways, they have a sign here, this big size of the King of Kings thing, which is interesting because we just watched that.
Huh.
I mean, I already showed them while you were in the bathroom. Insert here. Insert here. But yeah, so now we're about to go watch Sinners, and it says IMAX over our theater. So I'm excited. Are you excited? Any things that you want to say about before you see it? Any things that you're expecting? No?
Expecting a good movie, I guess. Everybody hyped it up.
Yeah, they did hype it up. So, anyways.
It's still recording.
Peace. You guys, we're the first people here.
Yep, we got here early.
Yeah, because we just ate. So,
We're just eating.
yeah. G
12, 13.
12. Is that 12 and 13? No. 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 Should I sit in the one closest to the...
There's 2 exits.
I'll sit in the one closest to the door. Just in case. A couple comes. Oh, goodness. It's gonna be fine.
Right here, front row. It's a good seat. Thumbnail.
Thumbnail. Oh my goodness. I know, listen, we're getting squished. It's a big screen. I can't even fit it all in my camera. Hey guys, so it is the next day and we got home late because the second movie it started at 8:55 and we didn't end up leaving the movie theater till like 11:40 or something like that. So it was pretty late. And we did chat about the movie in the car on the way home, but I didn't even think to like pull my camera out and record, or my phone out to record. So just a synopsis of what we thought about the movie. Cameron is at the grocery store right now, but just to let you know, like what we were talking about for the first movie, I don't even think we gave you a recap of the first movie. We just kind of went straight to eating after that. So the first movie, we were actually the only two in the theater because it was Tuesday and it was like middle of the day, so everybody's probably at work. At the later showing, there was more people because it was evening. But yeah, so the first movie we saw, King of Kings, and we really liked it. It was about, well, I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory like in the title and like in the photos and stuff, but like the story of like Jesus Christ and everything. Basically, yeah, it was about Jesus's birth, death, like all that type of stuff, and basically just about Jesus's life and different like stories in the Bible and stuff like that. And yeah, I liked it. I thought it was so cute. I liked the way that they did the story, like from the perspective of like telling a story to a child. I like that. And I thought it was like cute how they included the kid in like the different scenes. I thought it was cute. Cameron thought it was cute too, and I was curious about it. I'm glad I got to see it. I feel like it would be also a good thing to show to like children who maybe are growing up and like not as like intense as like the other movie that I haven't seen yet, or I've seen parts of it, like pieces of it, but I never have caught it on TV where like it starts from the beginning. I'm always like, it's always like somewhere in the middle, so I never actually watch it from there because I want to catch it when it's on from the beginning. But I never even really thought to like see if it's streaming because I always just see if it's like on regular, like, you know, like cable TV. So yeah, I have to watch Passions of Christ, or Passions of the Christ, or I don't even know what it's called, but I think that's what it's called, from the beginning, and like compare it. I guess I'm sure it's not comparable at all, and I'm sure it's like a lot longer. Our only critique that Cameron and I were talking about is that we wish that they kind of elaborated more on some of the stories, because like it seemed like they were trying to show every single thing that like that Jesus did during his life, that they kind of shortened like some of the stories, or like left out some details like about his life that maybe would have been cool to include. One example that we were talking about was how when Jesus left to like when he was like 13 or so, and started like preaching and everything, and his parents were looking for him, and he was just like, he just left the house and he was lost, and they were all like, where were you? Like they mentioned that in the movie, but like they also didn't show him like basically calling Mary like foolish, and Mary like getting mad at him, and like, you know, all that type of stuff. So that was interesting. I feel like that would have been like, Cameron was saying that that would have been relatable to like for children to see, like him getting scolded by his mom. So yeah, just like different little things that like, I mean, of course they couldn't have included everything, otherwise the movie would have been like terribly long, but it was still cute nonetheless. I liked it. And then when we saw the second movie, after we saw the second movie, we talked about it in the car on the way home. We were talking about how, oh, well, this is, I guess, spoilers for, I mean, I already spoiled the first movie, but I mean, a lot of people know about Jesus' stories, and I didn't really tell any big details. If you don't know, you probably can still see the movie. But for this movie, Sinners, if you haven't seen it, this will be some spoilers. So I'm gonna tell like our opinions on like the story and stuff. So bye if you guys don't want to know about it. But if you guys are curious about what Cameron and our opinions are, then I'll tell you. So we were saying that it seemed as though there was a lot of like, Cameron was saying that he felt like there was some political underlying like in the story, and I was in like religious, political and religious, like, you know, just things that they were trying to hint at during the movie. And I was saying the same thing, that I felt like there were some religious things that maybe they were trying to like hint at. And Cameron was saying that he feels like it could even be like a Christian movie that's like horror themed, because like everything's not always like rainbows and butterflies like in the Bible and like in the story of everything that happens in the Bible anyways. But like we were just like looking at it from different angles and perspectives, and just like they talked about temptation in the beginning with the kid who, like, you know, he wanted to play his music and everything, and they were talking about temptation, and like even the evil vampires and stuff at the end, who they were like trying to tempt them to either invite them into their life or to come out. And so that could be like, you know, an example of like sin. And like that's also another thing of like the title being called Sinners is like very interesting as well. And so we were like, oh, it could be like, you know, if you allow, if like temptation, like sin is like trying to like come into your life or like pull you out of your like the life that you're living that may be like positive or something like that. Just like different angles, I guess. That we were considering. We were like, maybe he's trying to hint at this topic. So that was interesting, like to kind of like ponder on. And there was a bunch of different things that we were like coming up with that we were like, oh, because Cameron was saying that maybe that the demonic character in the movie being vampires was chosen specifically because they like try to like suck the life out of you, or like basically they try to take the life that you already have and like, you know, basically like take that from you instead of like I don't know how to it would be better if he was here to explain it, but like basically he was just saying something about how um vampires, like, you know, in the movie at least, they were like taking the life of the person they killed. So like the vampire and the person's like spirit that they like killed were like turned into like a joint person or something. It's like you basically, you're like living with demons kind of like in your mind by like giving yourself up or like falling into temptation or falling into the trap of whatever. And like basically another thing was like they had to be invited in. So like different, you know, just evil demonic things, all of that has to be invited into your life. You know, I'm not going to go too much deeper into it, but it was just interesting. It was interesting because I wasn't really expecting that, like, to receive those types of perspectives after watching it. um but it was interesting. And like Cameron was saying that he would like to watch it again to like, now that he knows the whole plot and everything, and like see what he thinks about it, look at some details that maybe he didn't pay attention to before. But yeah, it was really good story, and I'm curious to know like the directors. Like I would like to hear an interview or something with the director talking about what his intentions were with the movie and like maybe different things he was trying to highlight or whatever. Um so yeah, pretty interesting. Overall, both movies, liked them. I hope that you guys enjoy this vlog. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. If you made it to the end of this video, might as well join the little YouTube family that we have going on, because basically you're already a part of it by being at the end of this video. And like this video if you liked it. Let me know your thoughts on if you have seen either of these movies. I'm curious to know what you guys think about it. So let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.